Hello awesome viewers, welcome to AC Studio. I have just received the latest Joytoy Warhammer, the Horus Heresy series, Son of Horus Tartaros Terminators squad. So I got 3 of them. You can see I got the Sergeant and the one with the heavy flamer and the chain fees and the one with the lightning claws. So I got 3 of them instead of 4 because I just want to save a bit of money for something else. And these 3 are my favorite ones. So before I open them, I quickly have a look at the box. So this is the heavy flamer and the chain fees. Yep, and then the Sergeant. Yep, and then lastly the lightning claws. Seems like the lightning claw is different from the Imperial Fist lightning claw figure. Alright, I will just open it now. So all of them will come with a transparent base. So this is the lightning claw one. Alright. And then the Sergeant. Alright. Then lightning claw one. Looks like a turtle to me. First of all, I got this figure from Calgus Toy. And if you use my exclusive discount code, you'll get a 6% discount on the Joytoy, Higher Toys, Exit Ring figures. So please have a look when you get a chance. Well, my first impression of the figures are they're just pretty general. There's no wow factor in these figures because they're just really normal figures. Maybe because I've already seen the Imperial Fist Terminators, so I know what to expect. But generally, I think the Lightning Claw one is my favorite one. I don't know why. I kind of think it looks like a turtle, maybe because of the color and the shape here. Generally, I think this is pretty good figure. It's very solid build. You can see the sculpting to me is ordinary, not because Joytoy did a bad job. It's just because the nature of the design. This Warhammer Horus Heresy figure design, just very general, not much details, very simple. But I think in terms of articulation and things like that, they're pretty effective. Similar to the Imperial Fist figure, you can see there is a kind of like swinged joint to the shoulder pad. And it also got a a pivot joint, or you call it butterfly joint, turned really well, and nothing really special. Actually, quite similar to the Imperial Fist Terminators, which I'm gonna take it out now to show you. So when you put these 2 together, then you can see the same height, and and generally I think the Imperial Fist figure looks better than the Son of Horus. The reason is maybe because of the colors. And also the rendering on this figure, on the Imperial Fist, to me, it looks better because it got this yellow and orange combination, so they look pretty close to each other. But in this one, I would say they got this green color. I think the black wash doesn't look really well integrated with the color, right? Maybe they should use a darker green, just like this, right? The yellow and then the orange. So if they have the green, they should use a darker green, make it looks better. But I think the black, it's not very nice. Maybe a dark green color, darker than this green, will be better. Looks more integrated with the figure. And also in terms of the ornaments or the decoration, the armor decoration, you can see if you compare to Imperial Fist figure. Again, this is not a criticism of Joytoy, just my personal opinion on the design, on the Warhammer design, right? Yeah, you can see you got more features and more details everywhere. This is metallic color, looks better. Got this edging on the armor, and this one doesn't really have much. Yeah, again, it's the nature of the design. The gold as well, the rendering, you can see there's not much copper color on it, and there's just no wash on it. Just like this one as well, the Sergeant, you see no wash on it, right? But it's okay. It's just to me, right? It just feel like the finishes is not as good as these figures here, right? But anyway, let's have a look at the figures to make the final call whether that set is true or not. Otherwise, I think in terms of sculpting, yeah, okay, it's simple, but everything is fine. Nothing wrong with the sculpting. This is a lightning claw. The details are it's good. So this is an extra movement that you have on the figure, which makes it really good. So you can actually have it like that, and then all like that. Just like Wolverine, right? And the head sculpt looks really good. I really like this figure because I really like this kind of like slots in the face armor. I think it looks really cool. I prefer this over this. This is just ordinary, but yeah, this one's better to me, right? Yep. And on the shoulder pad, they put the white weathering or shadow around the black, which is good. And so is that one. So that looks good. It looks like the shoulder has been highlighted. Pretty nice. And then the back, and nothing really that special. And at least it got some details at the legs, which there's no wash on it. You can see just plain color, so you can actually put wash on it to enhance it if you like. Yeah. And I think if you put some wash on the figure, I think this figure looks much more better. Anyway, I'm probably going to show you in a separate video, just using Tamiya wash, just put more contrasting onto the details. And now we look at the flamer and the chain face. I think the chain face detail is actually different to the chain face onto imperial face. So this actually combined as one, on the hand together, on the arm together. But this one is good. It is a separate weapon. Unfortunately on this one, maybe due to the design, the original Warhammer design, it is like that. Otherwise it can become a separate feature, right? But the details is very nice. I think the painting looks nice. There are no great highlighting on black, so they actually don't do that anymore. As I mentioned in my previous video, weathering on the shoulders, pretty good. Some Horus emblem looks really good as well. It's gold color and very nicely done. Also the lattice Horus is a recessed lattice, so that is a nice decorative feature on his chest. Very nice. Torso part here is different to this one, so they don't have any repeat details. But the head obviously is not as good as this one. This one got this gold armor piece in the middle. This one just very standard look to it, but they have painting on the bolts, and yeah, looks good still, pretty good. I like it. And then on the legs, yeah, the details are different. It doesn't have this gold piece, just what they have there, but they have really nice kind of like ancient round armor pieces. And this leg's rather simple. The back, similar details as to the legs here, exactly the same, except the back piece here, that is different. Okay, and now have a look at the heavy flamer. I think this heavy flamer looks really good to me. The big criticism though is all these holes should be black. These holes, look, if you're not going to see through it, that's fine, right? Because the molding probably very expensive, but at least paint them black, not like this, come on, But anyway, I'm probably gonna paint that myself, to make it looks more realistic, and that just looks like just a cheap toy, right? And the rest of the details, that looks good. So this piece is a soft plastic piece, and it is actually fixed on top of this bit here. So that is okay. I mean, just simple. You can open it like the EPU Fist one, but that's fine. And I really like the thickness of this. I think it make it looks really cool. I really like the flamer side by side like this, rather than top and down like that. So that looks really cool. And the tank here, the details of the tank, okay, it looks very ordinary to me. They did put in the dry brushing of silver on top of the gunmetal color, but again, no wow factor to me. Yeah, just details very simple. I mean, there's not many colors on it that make it exciting, right? I realize, for example, if you compare to this, you got black, silver, gunmetal, black, yellow, whatever, right? But this one is very limited. Got gold, black, green, that's it, and metallic color like such as this gunmetal color. So in a way, it doesn't feel exciting. Maybe the colors doesn't make it exciting, but I think the weapon looks really good. I really like the details. Again, I don't know why they gave you this. They gave you an exchangeable hand, yet you cannot put this off. So I mean, I just don't understand what's the point giving us this, right? If you can't put this off, you can put this off if you like, but I don't want to break my figure. The sergeant, even though this is my favorite figure, but this figure is pretty good because it got more colors, and it got more accessories. So the sergeant comes with the hand holding the gun on that side, and also just an ordinary hand holding a sword, just like this one on that side. So you do have two extra exchangeable hands. In terms of details, I think this one looks much better. It got more gold color on it. You know, it got the gold kind of like surrounds on the shoulder pad, and it looks really good. And I really love the you know, circular design here with the very nice centrally located emblem. So it looks really good. And head sculpt looks pretty good. You know, the eyes looking straight, which is nice. I really like the sculpting, the finishes, the wash on it looks really good as well. See? Yeah, so nicely done. So it doesn't look flat. Some of the Joytoy figures, the sculpting of the head is rather flat. You know, it doesn't have much contrast, but this one is quite obvious, right? Pretty good. The hair sculpting is good, but no highlighting on the colors, but that's fine. And then you got this very nice edge detail on the torso. I really love this. Again, if I look closer to the edge here, there's no brown wash to it. And the torso, which is the same as the other two figures, looks alright. And here, this is the leather straps or the aprons. It is actually thicker compared to the Imperial Fist one. It's actually skinny, but that's fine because it doesn't have the decoration at the bottom, right? And then on the knee part, there's an armor piece, which is the same as the, you know, Lightning Claw one. So exactly the same. Yep, and I think even this piece is exactly the same. You know, the apron piece, but that's okay. I mean, I wish they have a different detail on the sergeant, but alright. And at the back, also, you know, same kind of detail. Yep, exactly the same. So it's pretty much the same figure, except that, you know, it has the different shoulder pad, different head sculpt, and also the torso. But otherwise, yeah, the rest of it is the same. Nothing really interesting to me. This sword is rather ordinary. You have the darker gunmetal in the middle, and then silver highlighting on the edge. So it looks really good under the lights. You see, very nice. And they also try to put in, you know, kind of like a light effect on that. Looks alright. Doesn't look too bad. Consider it is factory finish. Yep, bit of overspill of the light. The blue light looks good, and I like the detail of this. That looks like a sword for fencing. Just watching Olympic Games recently, so that looks like it to me. Anyway, and then also you have a, what gun is that? Looks like what, a plasma gun or something. Yeah, but I really like these details. This detail looks really fine. This, you know, little strips here, pretty nice detail. And yet there's nothing, no colors on it. So tell me what color should it, you know, be, right? The energy, the beam that comes out from this gun. Is that green or red? The pipe, all black again. This Adeptus Mechanicus figure. So you got these, you know, really nice black pipes everywhere, right? Yet they put in the silver wash, or silver highlighting on, you know, the raised edges. So, you know, if they do that, right, it looks really good. But in this one, look at it, there's just nothing on it. So I just don't like the finishes on these figures because it just looks like it is unfinished. See all the black here as well, there's no highlighting on the edges. This one has, right? You see, got the highlighting on each straps, right? So that's why when I look at it, I just think the color is really plain. You know, consider that this color is not as exciting. To some of you, you may find this green exciting, but to me, not as exciting as the yellow. You know, so yeah, I just think they should improve a little bit more on the highlighting of the raised edges. So that is why these figures looks rather flat in terms of colors to me. Just really like no contrast, nothing, right? Not really exciting. Even though the figures, to be honest, the build and the articulation is pretty good in my opinion, but just like what I've mentioned before, these figures doesn't really give me a wow factor. To be honest, if you look at the Justinian Terminators of the 16th Legion, I actually think they're just, you know, much better figures than these Turtle Terminators. I mean Tartaros Terminators. And this is the first time I ever have the Son of Horus, you know, figures in, I don't know what they call, the green colors or whatever you call. Generally, I think the sculpting, you know, details, they're all really good. The details are, you know, a bit plain, but that is the nature of this design. So in a way, I do find these figures pretty ordinary, nothing special. Yeah, just to have it for the sake of having it, I guess, in a way, because I do need a opposing army or the enemies for my Imperial Feast collection. Now comes to the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed this video. The next video will be on the Son of Horus Praetor and also the Tactical Squad Son of Horus Space Marines. Please give me a like to this video by showing your support, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye for now.